What's going on? I'm not live. I'm ready. Why am I not on? I am on, and everybody is here, and we are ready to rock and roll. What is up, everyone? Back for the ARL. ARL. Let me get my ARL hat on. ARL ASIN review live. Got my thinking hat on today, and we're going to talk about some ASINs. We're going to talk about some good stuff. Why can't I see the comments? We had a lot of comments coming in. Hey, Mr. Aspinall, do you think I can start Amazon FBA as a dental student in Germany with €1,000? I don't know. Let's get back to that in a second, but we can talk about that. Who likes my hat? It's a Staten Island Ferry Hawks baseball hat. Allie, we'll get back to that. We'll get back to Amber's comment. But yeah, what's going on, everybody? It's been a while since I've been on ARL, and I'm happy to be back. I know Joe Foreman's taking a little bit of break right now, and yeah, we're just on and rocking. And I put your ASINs in the comments. I'm gonna tear. I was just at AMZ Innovate, fantastic show over the past 2 days, ran by MDS, $1 Million Sellers, and all that kind of good stuff. And it was great meeting everybody. Let me take my hat off. I look ridiculous. It was great meeting everybody, seeing a lot of sellers, seeing a lot of agencies, a lot of fun stuff like that. We got to see people doing ASIN reviews. Maybe next year they'll invite me to do some ASIN reviews, all that kind of good stuff. But anyway, how's everyone going? How's everyone's Wednesday doing? It's hump day. It's almost Friday. It's Friday, Junior. But we got a lot to talk about. I want to get some ASINs in. I want to do some main image refreshes. I want to do some good stuff. Let me shut my Slack off. Why is that on? Only the Lord himself knows. It should be off. Shut it off till tomorrow. But yeah, let's go back to Amber L. Frit. We're going to call you Amber L. Frit. Hey, Mr. Aspinall. Mr. Aspinall is my father. I am John, but nice to meet you. Do you think I can start an Amazon FBA as a dental student in Germany with €1,000? Yeah, you can. So you can start FBA with $50. Now, again, there's going to be a lot of gurus out there. They're going to say, hey, you need money, you need investment, but it all takes is $1 and a dream. It takes a lot more than that. But what you need to do is kind of figure out what you want to sell first. That's what you want to do. You don't want to just say, I need a business and here's my money. What do you like to do? What are you interested in? What are your hobbies? Do you like sports? Do you like electronics? Do you like games? Do you like, comic books? And then from there, you're going to start to pivot and say, parlay and say, okay, so let's say I like, I don't know, what do I like? There's stuff on my desk. I like iPhones. And I want to sell cables, right? So here's some lightning cable to a USB-C cable. Don't sell cables. China sells cables. But you want to be interested in something that you're selling. I think that's the best way to put it, right? Hope that helps. Give me an ASIN, Amber. I want to review an ASIN. I'm here. There's Jiminy Cricket behind there. Look at that. Can I point to Jiminy Cricket? Is my finger going the right way? Gregor. Hi, John. Nice to see you. It's nice to see you. How have you been? I'm going to share my screen in a little bit. We're going to talk about ASINs. We're going to talk about what's going on with Amazon, some cool stuff that I learned. Did I learn some stuff? Let me share my screen. Let me present my screen. I got to get my capabilities back here. I don't like that I can't control my own screen here. I'm not a fan. I don't like this. I'm at the mercy of Allie over here. Allie, share my screen. I don't like this. I like being in control. Okay, so let's go here. Let's go to Amazon and let's go, while we wait for the ASIN reviews to come in, everyone send in your ASINs. I want to review them. But let's take a look at Canva. I was doing something. So I was on a call earlier today. Now, I'm not going to say who. Maybe I'll say who. But they do a bath soap product. So they do a product similar to this. I'm not going to say where they are, but they do a product similar to this. This is not them. But these guys are doing a good job. They're showing that it's made in the US. They're showing that the smell or the scent behind it, this is best practice, right? And it shows they're doing decent business. Now, again, this is not who I was talking to, but let's say this was them, right? So this is coconut hydrating milk bath soak. Great, right? Now, what I would tell somebody would be, is this, right? So, all right, well, cat's out of the bag. You found out who it was. It was these guys. But if you're watching, guys, sign up with us because we do great stuff for you. But so the concept is still the same, right? So understanding if you have a product that's in the space, right, and you are sage, lavender, chamomile, your competition is showing the actual product. They're showing it's made in the US, right? So you want to come here, and I don't know why this wasn't doing this, but you want to come here and edit this photo, take the background out, right? You want to do something like this because before, the way that this was rocking and rolling, right, was, oh, crud, was this, right? So if I go here, this is how it looked before. Just like that. Oh, let me take this out. Just like that. They're not really telling you much, right? Now, what happens is when you start to show ingredients, you start to show the physical product, you start to show, I made up how many ounces it was. This is going to help you get more conversions, right? So something like this, what does it look like? Oh, okay, now I know what it looks like. Something like this, what does it smell like? Oh, I know what it smells like. Something like this, how much does it weigh? Okay, 15 ounces. Oh, I put like a little weird thing there. But anything that's compelling. The other thing was this is made in the US. And that's a huge value prop, especially when the product is more expensive than competition, right? So something like this, and I'm always a fan of red, white, and blue, right? Some people aren't because it goes against the aesthetic of their product, right? So I disagree. We can talk about that if you guys want, but something like this, right, helps because it's made in the US. Again, that's going to kill the aesthetic of it per se, because it's more of a design kind of thing. But you can also do something like this. I don't like this, but you can do this because made in the US, right? And then you could take this and take the brand color, grab the brand color from over here, and I could say, okay, if it's this kind of tone, great. I'll move this for now, move this to the middle, and you could say contextually it's made in the US, right? Again, I always think best practice is going to be the red, white, and blue. God bless America. But again, this is another way to show it because if you're a higher price point, it is what it is. So again, this is something of best practice. I did another one the other day too. Where was it? I did it on the AI podcast, where I showed you guys, hey, take a product that's just this, and no, it was something different. It was around the dog, but then you want to show a big dog, or you want to show a box, and all the other kind of cool stuff, right? So good stuff that you want to do. But yeah, that's what I was showing before on a call earlier today, and I think that that's a great way to kind of pivot. So Carl says, can you review ASIN this and tell me if there's anything I can do for an image hack with my image? Dude, you came to the right podcast today, my man, Carl. Carl, where are you calling in from? Oh, I just copied the wrong thing, Carl. Hold on. Not getting mad at you, Carl. Don't worry. Let's take a look. All right, so we got a Comfort Flex martingale collar. Okay, so what is a martingale collar? Is that a certain kind? No pulling. Okay, no pull training collar. Can't talk today. Look at that guy. Red, white, and blue. Hey, is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it? Come on, camera, do it. Do it. There we go. Carl's in New York? No way, Carl. Me too. Okay, so Carl, my fellow New Yorker, this is what we can do. So we're going to go down here. We're going to take a look at, first of all, Carl, you have no A+ content. What gives? You don't have A+ content, but you are brand. Oh, you do have A+ content. I'm sorry. I scanned right past it. It wasn't compelling enough for me to stop and look, Carl. So let's take a look here. So what I would say is if it's in a poly bag, it is what it is. When you mail it out, don't reinvent the wheel with something like that. But there's a lot of value props here that are not being shown, right? So made in the US. Is it made in the US? Made in USA. but you don't say, you say American made. Careful with that, because American made and made in the USA, made in the USA or made in the US is much more predominant than American made. So what I would say to do is to do this right here. So let's take your image here. Okay, let's copy that. Okay, let's go here. Paste-a-roni, Mr. Tony. Okay, we're going to duplicate it. Great. So now we're going to go over here. Going to grab a box. Let's do a cardboard box. Try to make it fancy. Go to a photo. You have to do the humming when you do this, otherwise it doesn't work. Let's just do box, because we'll just do cardboard coloring. Do something like this. Chop this off here. Stay with me, Carl. All right, and then we'll pull this out like that. Bam. Okay, and then what we're going to do is this, right? So we're going to say, do you have a logo, Carl, for Comfort Flex? Hold on, let's see here. Let's Comfort Flex. Let's see, do you have a logo for this? Should. Okay, you do. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, I'm going to do this. And we're going to do this. Comfort Flex, all right? And then we're going to do something like a recently used, made in the USA. Right there. Okay. We'll put right here. And then we're going to use some text here. We're going to call this no pull. You'd want to say martingale collar if that's a certain term, and I'm not sure if it's a certain term. I would say slip collar, no pull training collar. I would say no pull training collar. That's what I would say. Okay, let's do this. No pull training. Okay, now I would take it and mess it up like that. Nope, go like this. Okay, make it bigger. Make this smaller. Click over here. Okay. Down like that. Line spacing in. It's not necessary. Do that. Maybe I'll do like a little. What's on brand for you? What are your brand colors? Red. Red looks like a brand color for you. I don't know if I'd put a red on it, but we'll go with it for now. No, I probably wouldn't go with red. Go black. Go to this. And then we'll just zoom it out. Okay, and then we'll take this one, pull it down here, make it a little bit smaller. Gonna turn it so it looks a little bit more like it's really there. Am I talking to myself? Yeah, I am. That's all right. Okay, and then what you want to do is something like move this piece out of the way, grab all this. No, I don't want to grab this. Stay over there, you. I'm going to grab this. I want to group it so now it's all together. Okay, I can move it all around, make it bigger and smaller, and then it's all together. Then I'm going to take this bad boy, bring it back over here. Well, mess it up. Yeah. get rid of the background, okay, and do something like this. And now what you want to do is kind of play with the kind of sizing and stuff like that, right? So maybe you want to make this smaller so you can read everything and put it up here. Maybe you want to take this and pivot it like this, kind of bring it like this, something like that, right? So maybe you want to make the text go back here and ungroup it for a second and make the text smaller now that you saw it like that. So make the text a little bit smaller. Maybe you want to bring the branding up, the logo. Gonna connect all this stuff again. Not you. Not you. Okay. And then move this around a corner. We lost your logo, but that's fine. You can get it back. But you get the idea, right? And then make it bigger. And then now we're very clearly seeing no pull training collar, putting your logo in there, putting all this good stuff there. That's all I got. Go with it. If you want the link, I'll save it so you can play with it if you have Canva. Help you out with that, Carl. Hope it works. What do we got? What's next? Amber says, my plan is to create an African-themed toothpaste with African ingredient. I just love the West African culture, and I plan on franchising with an African-themed dental practice. Well, before you franchise, wait. Okay, no one cares about the West African culture in the West, but it's a niche that I'm very passionate about. But I was thinking of an easy product to start with Amazon FBA. Do you have any tips, John? Well, I would say let's go here and go to African toothpaste. And I would say, okay, let's see if anyone cares about African toothpaste. Because on Amazon, you can have your own personal care, right? But if people don't buy it, it is what it is, right? So, okay, let's see. African. So stuff is coming up for African toothpaste. Is this something with African toothpaste? Hold on. So, Salvador. Is this something with African toothpaste? I don't think this is. Let me see here. The Iraq tree. Maybe this is it. No. Oh, Ayurvedic. No. So let's take a look. So I don't see anything so far, but obviously people care about their teeth. The teeth is important. What about this one? Vegetable. So I don't see a lot of stuff out here. So you might be onto something. But the biggest thing with toothpaste is showing why. Like, why am I going to switch from Colgate or Crest to you, right? That's the big thing. So that's a big value prop. So whether it's health, whether it's, whitening, whatever it may be. Let's take a look at African toothpaste. Is there a big African toothpaste? Flaxseed. African imports. Neem Essential. Okay, so Neem Essential seems to be something. Is it on here? Okay, this is an African toothpaste. Okay, so hey, we got something here. This is something, but this looks like Arabic. This is African? Well, I guess, if you're Tunisian, you're in Africa. So it depends. But if it's West Africa, I don't think that's in West Africa. But yeah, there's something here because, there's someone that's buying this toothpaste, which is coming up on, AfricaImports.com for, 2,000 units over the past month, but at a low price point. So it depends on the price point you're coming in at. And then the value prop there. So I think there's something you could do there. I need a little bit more meat on the bones, so to say. What else we got, Allie? Eric, though I just launched the product. What? Excuse me? Do we have some context with that, Allie, or no? Go to the next one. Matthew, any main image hack ideas for ASIN? Any main image hack for ASIN? Oh, what are you, two-time Tony over there? Let's take a look. B07. Oh, I could just copy because I'm apparently not cool enough to be over here. Let me just copy it because I'm not a fancy person here anymore. I'm just a excuse me. What's going on here? Anyone else hearing that really weird noise? So it's just me. There we go. All right. Oh man, deck screws, sweet. Main image hack. This is getting me to crazy territory because we actually do this for a business, right? For our full service clients, and we also do the main image hack for $100. Don't trap me. That's entrapment. If we did this for you, and then you're coming over here and saying like, what does John say? I'm gonna tell John. I'm gonna have John review it without telling him that Mag did it. Don't do that. Don't be that guy. Well, maybe just a little bit. But 18.8, 304 grade stainless steel. All right, cool. You give me a lot of numbers, but I want to know how many pieces I'm getting. So that's the first thing, right? So telling me however many pieces I'm getting, like I see 350 quantity over here. Bring that. This is your packaging though. That's hard. Like I would say digitally enhance your packaging to show quantity of 350 here, and that you include the driver, which is important, right? So why is this important? So people can't, so you have a driver that's not a Phillips driver. So it's a star bit, right? So star drive, right? So why are people going to do that? So you can't, the reason people do that is so you don't just take a screwdriver and just open up something, right? So it's more secure. That's the idea, at least from my expert home building knowledge. my home building knowledge. I'm Bob the Builder. Just that's from what I know. So you'd want to put the value prop there as bit included and 350 and make it a little bit more. You're making me have to guess. Like, yeah, 304 grade stainless steel, exterior wood screws, great, and your brand up here, great. But I want to know more about how many pieces and why the driver included is important, right? So is it for safety? Is it for security? What's the value prop of that? So I would say that's the biggest thing. Also, I would say if you have like a bunch of screws, even though it's a clear container, right? So you're going to be like, oh, I could see all the screws inside of it. I would say that doing something like this, hold on. And I don't have all your assets. I'm just going with what I got here. So don't be yelling at me. It's Wednesday. I don't need that kind of stress. I would say put them kind of like around the outside over here, right? So again, you want proper ratio, but something like that. Like, give me a pile of nails. Oh, let me move this out of the way. Give me a pile of nails behind it. I keep on saying nails, screws behind it. So that this way, it just looks a little bit more appealing. Like I'm getting a lot, right? As opposed to just like 1, 2, 3. And then make the driver bigger. So I'd have a bigger call out for the driver. So either modify the packaging digitally, right? Because no one's gonna care. I mean, most people that are buying, they're like, "Oh, it's not giftable. You didn't say it. Like, it doesn't ship." No one's gonna care as long as they're getting it right. But show this, make this bigger, right? So have like a call out for this on the packaging. So if I do like a frame. Come on, you. So something like this. And again, super rough. Don't yell at me. No. Something like this. It's a really bad job me doing it, but something like this. Have a better call out for the bit and say bit included, star bit included, as opposed to being down here. That's going to help you get a little bit more attention to the fact that you're 350 pieces and you have a star bit driver. Everything else is high corrosion resistance, star bit driver, 350 pieces. Those are the three most important things about your listing that need to be paramount. Everything else, secondary, tertiary. Cool. And by the way, you say 304 twice. Don't do that. What else we got? John, I've tried to follow your main image CTR hack, but Amazon suppresses my main image. I did not add the box with the keyword. I just tried to add a tag with the keyword on it. So Grigor, send me, you still have my main image in the Canva products. It's the nail, the black nail armrest. Aha. So let's go here. So you didn't, I did not add the box with keyword. I just tried to add a tag with the keyword on it. No, don't do that. Don't change the secret sauce I'm giving you. I'm giving you the secret sauce. You got to add the reason why a box is going to make sense is because they can't tell you what's on your box or not. You can't add a rando tag, right? So send me the image or modify the link that I sent you, right? And add the image in there so I can take a look at it. But don't add a random tag. A tag is not going to work if you don't do it right. If it doesn't look natural, Amazon's not going to do it. This is going to be very natural. So this is going to, well, why would you not want to do the box? Grigor, what was your apprehension with the box? Tell me. I need to know. Because the box is, they can never tell you that your box is not your box. Do the box. I'm telling you. You won't go wrong. Did you try uploading the box and it didn't work out? That's a different story. But if you change the secret sauce that I was giving you, don't change the secret sauce. Don't do that. Keep the secret sauce. Send me the image you have. Email me. CTR King is back on the Wednesday ARL. Nice. Josh, what up, dude? What's going on, my guy? Carl, I got all the time in the world. Yes, it's a specific type of collar. Yeah. So I would go back and do the martingale. I would say that instead of no pull. I would say martingale collar, no pull, something along those lines. I would use like a little kind of stylistic kind of thing, similar to what I did with this for that. Yeah. Kindly review this ASIN. All right, Hassan, you got it. My man Hassan, baby. All right, let's go. We got, oh, you're talking my language, Hassan. You lost me. Save the Mother Earth. Broken English, Hassan. Either save Mother Earth would be the proper thing to say, or don't say that at all. Because I need to buy forks and knives. Saving Mother Earth is a secondary kind of thing. But this looks good. This is a nice image. What I don't like is just flying around up here. I can go either way on it, but I like that you have 300 count, 100 spoons, 100 knives, 100 forks, disposable bit. This is nice. But Save the Mother Earth's got to go. But otherwise, this is a bang up. This is, Hassan, did you do this or did we do this? This looks like something we would do. This is, I like this. But maybe don't have it floating around up here. Maybe, just maybe, what I would do is this. I'm going to copy. Am I going to copy it again? Let me see. Can I get rid of this without? No, I'll see what I'll do. Here's what I'll do. I'll edit the photo. Oh, I could do a magic grab. I haven't done magic grab in a while. Maybe it'll let me magic grab this. Hopefully it'll let me magic grab this and not the rest of it. I don't know. I haven't done this in a little bit. Okay, so can I move? No. Oh, just let me move that off of that. Wonderful, great. Anyway, But let me see if I can duplicate. I would duplicate it. Like I would do this. I would do something along the lines of this. I would put it down here. Now I know why you probably didn't put it down here, because you don't want to block the rest of the stuff or block the words. But I don't know. I just don't like it floating around in midair. But just be careful with the coloring too, because this looks darker color than this. That's about all the criticism I'm going to say on something like this. Otherwise, you did a very, very well done job. Let me just get rid of this. I like it. I like to use using green for eco-friendly. It's definitely the way to go. But I would say something like this would be interesting to talk about. Because you don't have to worry about blocking the 300 set because it's 300 over here. I don't know. That's just something that I would do. Or at least kind of have it like, I don't know, popping out of this like that. Let me see. Something like that. I just don't like it floating up there. Something like this. Like, or maybe if you double it up like this, then flip it around. Then kind of yoink. I don't know. That's interesting to me. You know, something more like fanned out approach, kind of overlapping. Something like that. Cool? Cool. But Hassan, tell me who did your image. Because if it was us, I want to know. Wild Share. Hi, John. Can you help me to review my ASIN? Yeah. Electric lint shaver, fuzz remover. By the way, it kills me when people don't do capitalization for things, right? So if you capitalize this, put the capital F, capital S, capital F, do that, because that's definitely for continuity. It looks like you're not brand registered. You are brand registered, but you don't have a brand store. So either you don't have a brand store or you have a brand note issue. So one of the two you have to fix. You are brand registered, so you do have A+ content. The images down here are blurry. They're not high res. It's a good looking image, but the before and after, don't do this fiery before versus after. It looks like Mortal Kombat. Keep it very clean and crisp. So before, after, great. Don't be too focused on the travel end of things, right? Because first of all, no one's packing their suitcases with leaves in it. That's bizarre. Like, I would remove that immediately. I get why you're trying to do fall and stuff like that. This looks broken. This adjustable cover looks broken. If it's supposed to look like that, that's a different story, but it looks broken. So what I would say is, see, now it doesn't look broken, but in that image, it just looked broken. So don't talk about travel, because most people aren't going to travel with clothes they have to fix, but talk about more how it's easy to store. I think that's a better way to talk about it, because no one storing it is easy, or, you know, the benefit is there. Don't put your brand all over this thing. Right here is more than sufficient, but let close as new is not proper English. Easy shave, let close as new. No. Talk about showing people. There's no people in here. So show someone like touching their clothes and saying, oh, great, ooh, ah, you know, without showing the product per se, but you want to talk about the value. Like, hey, if I have a sweater that is gross and ugly and it's all balled up, I'm going to throw it away. Hey, don't throw that sweater away. Buy this product for $17 and make it like new. That's the value prop there, right? Not just saying, let clothes as new, because I don't know what that means. But then you want to show me, how do I use it, right? So I put it on the clothes and it collects in here. Do I empty it? Show me more about that. Show me how I empty it. Put it to open. You got to get someone with better English to kind of do these descriptions and infographics, because it's not clear. And when I see broken English, it just makes me feel like either the person doesn't care enough to make it good, and why should I care? But then let's take a look. If I go to electric lint shaver, do about 131 units. So it's not bad, right? But if I take a look in the SERP, right, this is you and your sponsor, which is great, right? But look at the competition. So look at everyone else out here, right? What are they doing differently? Okay, they're light colored. They don't have a plug. Yours has a plug, right? Is that a value? If it is a value, talk about it, right? Is it better to be, hey, I don't have to have a power brick like a cell phone charger. You don't need that. Don't worry about that kind of. Our competitors, you have to have a USB cable. Us, you don't need a USB cable. Plug it right into the outlet, right? So that could be a pro or a con depending on how you look at it. So, but I would pivot that as a pro because your competition is going to have these little things right here. Great, this is a cool USB thing. But what if I don't have that? What if grandma doesn't have that at her house and she has an outlet, but I don't have a plug? That's not going to help you, right? So I think that's one of the biggest value props that I can see that you have that you need to talk about in your listing itself, right? Hey, we are a DC 8 whatever outlet, and the competition is a micro USB or USB-C plug. That's cool if I have the thing, but then again, I also don't want to use up the space for my charger with this. Like I want its own kind of plug, and that's what you have, which is great. So I would say that's probably one of the biggest value props that you have over your competition. But let's take a look at your reviews. Sorry, I clicked on your sponsored link. Don't yell at me. Is instinct. Does the job. Glad it plugs in. See? Glad it plugs in. Burning overheats. The electric cord burst into flames. It did not burst into flames. You just were careless with it. Burst into flames. If something burst into flames, right, I would take a picture of it bursting into flames. People are ridiculous. But yeah, I would say that's the biggest value prop you have is the plug in the wall. Get rid of this, refresh your image, have someone that speaks native English go over your copy. You'll be doing great in no time, Wild Chair. What else we got? Steven says, am I too late for suggestions on split test options for the main image? Yeah, you're too late. Go away. Just kidding. You're not too late. It's never too late. Let's take a look. Speaking of split testing, I ran into over the past couple of days. I went to AMZ Innovate. I think I told you guys this, and I ran into IntelliV. So IntelliV is a great company to do A/B split testing and a ton of split testing. So I'm not gonna my login. I don't know my login is, but check them out. They're at AMZ Innovate. Yes. I'm going to be running some more videos. I don't want to do them off the cuff on the fly, but some videos are going to be coming out of me doing that and showing the tool and how you can split test your entire ASIN against your competitor ASIN. I think it's a very powerful thing. So yeah, I'm going to show that to you guys soon. Not today though. Sorry. Linen decorative books for home decor. Designer decor books for coffee table, set of 3. Got it. So it's a set of 3. Then I would say, tell me it's a set of 3 over here. You're not saying that. You're saying large decor books plus 56-inch bead rope. Okay. Are there different color variations? There are. So I would. Do you have retail packaging? Let's see. She looks happy. USA owned. I like the A+ content is good. So is it decorative or is it actually a book? So it's a book. Okay. But it's a blank page inside. So it's a staging prop. Okay. So first thing is, linen wrapped. I can go either way on this. I know that our team uses this sometimes, but I would say that also, have you ever tested brightness and contrast and how that affects the CTR? Yeah. So I think with your product that before you do that, you'd want to test out color swatches. So these are your color variations, right? I think it's almost better if you were to show packaging on here with the variations, so that this way you can show the swatches a little bit clearer. I'll show you what I mean by that. So, you know, you have your colors up here and you have your individual stuff down here. I would say chop it right here. And I know I'm not doing a good job of this, but sue me. You know, edit the photo, take the background out, right? And then I would say, I know everyone hates, not everyone hates, but everyone's maybe getting sick and tired of me talking about the box. But something like this is good because even a box like this, right? Because what it's going to do is going to give you the area to put the swatches, and then also talk about how it's a 3-pack. Because that's a big value prop that you have that's not being mentioned, right? So something like this, if you do backwards, right? And if I take maybe a little smaller, right? So something like this. Again, the proportions have to be a little bit different to make it make sense, but go with me on this journey. You would want to do text down here, 3-book set, like this, right? Or 3-piece set. No, actually, no, it's a 4-piece set because you have the rope. So technically, it's a 3, or you either call it a 3-book set or a 4-piece set, right? So if you go like this with a 4-piece set, right? Something like this. Again, you got to position it just right. You have to make the font over here smaller to make sure that it makes sense and it's legible, and, you know, just go with me on this journey here, right? But what you do when you put the box over here, it's going to give you this areas to put other color swatches on, like frames. So take something like this, right? And if you have 2 other color, let's say you have 3 color variations, right? You can do 1, 2, and again, I suck at package rendering, so just pretend this is good by any means. Okay, let's just pretend that that's good, right? What that's going to do is, let me just move it out of the way here so I can group them together. I group it? No, I don't want to do that. So what that'll do is that'll give you area to put color swatches, right? So now if I say, this is one color, this is another color, let's say that makes sense, right? It's horribly messy right now. But now if I go here, and I'm just going to pull random colors here, by the way, don't get mad at me. Let's say that's a color. Let's say this dog is another color, right? And let's say, I don't know, this flower is a color, right? So now you have these 3 colors, right? And you have other color variations down here. What you can then do is then say, on the main hero image for the one that's being displayed, you can do something like this. Okay. Something like that. Or like a check mark. Maybe an X is not a good thing to do. A check mark. So that now I know, right, that this is a color that I'm buying, right? But then you also have other colors available besides that, right? So then I know, okay, from this image that, okay, this is the one I'm getting, but you have 3 other colors available. I hope that makes sense. It's a really rough way of me doing it, but I think you need to show the value prop of how many pieces that are being included in it, and you need to show the other colors in a better way besides this one right here. But otherwise, it's not clear about, I get that it's decorative, but I didn't expect it to be a book inside of it, right? So why would someone write inside of it? right? So I think that's a secondary kind of thing that's like falls to the wayside. But I think that you should hammer home more into that. 100% genuine official product, guaranteed. I don't know what that means. It's a book. It's a blank book. What do you mean by official, genuine product? It's a blank book, right? So I think these are kind of throwaway things. USA owned is definitely a big difference. Natural materials. Don't tell me natural materials. Tell me what kind of natural materials. There's no retail packaging. That's fine. This is not retail packaging. This can just be a box, right? So no one's ever, don't make it nice looking. Make it very, whatever it sends out in, this is what you can put on here. So no one's going to complain it didn't come with a cardboard box. So you don't have to worry about retail packaging. No one's ever going to complain about that. Just make it aesthetically basic. Don't make it giftable by any means. But I think you talking about 300 blank pages for journaling, drawing, recipes, or even pictures, that's a throwaway. No one's really going to be doing that. Most people, stick into that staging idea, right? For realtors, for people selling homes, for, holiday decorations, for, artwork on, shelves and business, areas behind you and stuff like that. I think one thing that you're missing too is bohemian. So if that style is very boho style. So if you don't have the word bohemian here, it's a huge miss. Farmhouse, yes, but boho is another. Where's boho? You don't put the word boho. So bohemian style is a big thing. So if I go to Amazon and I type in bohemian beads or boho beads, this is what comes up. So you're missing a lot by not putting the word boho or the word bohemian. That's what we're boho. You definitely have to put that. You definitely want to rank for that as well. So I would say those are my tips. And Steven, let me know what you think. What else we got? Eddie says, "Hi, John. Nice to see you back in ARL." Well, hey, Eddie. Nice to see you. Oh, and Televi. Oh, Intellivi's watching. Just added some more credits to my Intellivi wallet. Good luck with your live session. Intellivi, thank you for watching. And thank you for the credits because we will be definitely utilizing Intellivi more on this show and in my content because testing and data is paramount. You can't just go Celtics. What's up? Wait a minute. Hold on. Where are my Celtics at? You can't just run with what you think works best, right? So everything that I'm showing you guys today, right? If I go here, right? Baby wooden hairbrush. So I just pull this item up here, for example. We'll never know if I put the birds here or take the birds off, what's going to work. I don't know. Maybe people hate birds. Maybe people that are shopping for baby brushes can't stand birds. Or maybe they're infatuated and love birds. You can't just guess. You can't just blindly go out there. Just let me do this. You have to run with data. And if you're not a data-minded person, outside of Amazon, outside of, this kind of stuff, I'm not a very data-heavy person. I'm trying to be more, but I kind of run with my gut. But you can't with this. With this, it's affecting your money. So you have to know what's best practice, what's going to work, what's going to make sense, right? So you go down here, like these guys, they didn't use birds. They used, elephants and giraffes, Do they know if that works better than birds? I don't know. Do you know that this logo works better than, something like this with colors? You're never going to know. So unless you test and let data decide. Cool. Lots of feedback. Thanks. Lots of good feedback. Thanks. And if you're not following me on LinkedIn, I recommend you follow me. Ali, roll the LinkedIn footage. Time it just right. Roll my LinkedIn. There we go. Go follow me on LinkedIn, guys. I'm doing all this kind of good stuff every single day on LinkedIn. Going to tap into some more CTR stuff on LinkedIn, but definitely, I'm keep on banging. I keep very aggressive today. Keep on following me on there. I'm going to put out a lot of good stuff. But yeah, LinkedIn is a spot to go. Please review this. That's your SKU. That's not your ASIN. You have to give me the Amazon actual ASIN. That's actually your internal SKU on the back end, Mr. Boost someone. Jacob says, "Cool shots and John, have to run. Thanks." Hey, Jacob, let's connect, man. Yeah, awesome. Jacob's in New York City too. Eddie says, could you review this ASIN in Canadian market? Yeah. Oh, Canada. Baby-proof cabinet locks. Dude, I need these. My kid's getting into everything. All right, Canadian brand, Simpliva, baby-proof cabinet locks, pack of 8. Okay, great. Also available in no, don't do also available. I only want to know this one. Don't do also available. Just don't cross sell on your main image. No, don't do that. So baby-proof cabinet locks, but it's protectors, corners, and stickers. So you're more than baby-proof cabinet locks. So your baby-proof cabinet set or baby-proof cabinet pack, because you're not just the locks if you're talking about the corners over here, right? Which is okay. You're giving more value. Get rid of this though. Flexible and adjustable, durable, no break, no fail. Don't make that worded better. Make that worded better. Word that better. Easy and simple, 3M adhesive, no drilling. Okay, drawers, fridges, toilets, cabinets. Our never failing locks will protect your child from house. Okay, so you're more than cabinet locks. So baby proof locks, right? But cabinets are one of them, right? So baby proof, kit, baby proof protection kit or something like that, because don't pigeon yourself just on cabinets when you're also talking about refrigerators, doors, toilets, fridge, all this other drawers, that kind of stuff. So try and say more over here without convoluting it. But going over, definitely don't do that, because you're going to make people think it's a 16 pack, because people just shop with their eyes. So just be careful with that. Careful with the emojis. It's too much emojis for me. Lean into your actual bullet points more. You're good at using A+ content. You're showing the ICP, which is great. Leaning into Canadian brand, fantastic. One thing is what is that, a ghost? One thing is you have no crawlable text in your brand story. This is good for A+. I'm losing my mind. This is good for indexing and organic rank. So you have to have crawlable text in here. You're using alt text, using some French stuff, which is good. But let's take a look down here. You have no crawlable text in your A+ content. No, Eddie. No. You must have crawlable text over here, because that's what's going to help you with indexing or for organic SEO. So I would say the biggest takeaways is crawlable text. Childproof and pet-proof are 2 words, by the way, I think. Pretty sure pet-proof is 2 words, but check on childproof. But you want to make sure that you have crawlable text in your A+ content, crawlable text in your brand story module. Fix this, get rid of this over here, and then talk more about the use cases here. Don't just be cabinet locks. You're more than that. You're better than that, Eddie. That's my tips. I'm sticking to it. What else we got? John, can you please answer my question? It's up. Do we not answer it? Oh, but the toothpaste and the African-themed dental practice are my goals for later. I want to name the company Nile to Smile, but for now I want to find a product on Amazon FBA which I can source. Yeah, I mean, from Alibaba, but with only 100,000 euros, but I don't have the budget to make modifications on the product. So what would you recommend in that case, John? Thank you very, very much for your insight. I mean, Alibaba, you're going to be in a commodity space because you're going to be running and gunning with people that are going to be selling the same stuff too. So go into something that's not electronics, that's not apparel, that's not for kids in compliance, that's not jewelry, that's not furniture, that's beauty accessories maybe. Let's take a look. Let's go down this rabbit hole here. Let's keep on going down this rabbit hole. Frosted lotion bottle. Okay, let's take a look. Frosted lotion bottle. Okay, so we have some frosted lotion bottles here, right? So we have this kind of thing here, like this kind of idea, frosted lotion bottles, depending on the size and stuff like that. So is it selling? This one, but again, you're competing with China Direct with this kind of stuff. So, going into something like eyelash curlers, I don't know. Maybe nothing glass. Here, Sissel soap bags. Maybe you could do Sissel soap bags. They're cheap, right? So what if you do Sissel soap bags? Do something like this. Blow the doors off the China competition, right? So, $24.99 for 50 count. How much does this cost you? They want 15 cents for one. So how much is that going to cost you for 50? 0.15 times 50. Cost you $7 for 50. Your landed cost, technically, on this, right? And then if you want to compete with these guys, yeah, why not? $7, do it for $24.99. Compete with China Direct. It'll be a climb, but that's something cheap and light, that people need. Are there other people in this space doing okay? Yeah. I think, are there USA sellers selling them? No. Well, you're in Europe, so here's a USA seller. Oh, look who it is. It's Steven. Run away. But everyone else is pretty much China just selling the bags itself. By the way, Steven, if you're watching this, sell the bags by themselves. Apparently there's a market for them. But yeah, here's right here. Look, here's a USA seller selling these. These are color ones, and they're exfoliating at $8.49. So yeah, that's how I'd say. If I was gonna start a business, I would go for cheap and light. Here you go, 6 cents, even cheaper. Soap mesh bags. Is this mesh bags or mesh bags for soap? There you go. Yeah, soap saving bags. Or, yeah, 15 cents, 10 cents. Sell them away. That's what I would do. We just went down the Alibaba rabbit hole. Now I'm going to compete with you, Amber. I'm going to sell some Sissel soap stuff. Thank you, John. I will work on it. Oh, thank you. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for being a friend. No, I did not add the box. Maybe I was wrong changing the secret sauce. Do not change it. Do you go to McDonald's and tell them the Big Mac sauce tastes different? Put a little bit more salt and pepper in it. You don't do that. Go to Chick-fil-A and tell them to whip up some new sauce. You don't do that. Go to Dairy Queen and tell them you don't do that. You don't do that. Before is my cue. I don't know. See my question before. I don't know. Allie, you controlling this. You figure it out. I don't know. We'll figure. Ask again if we didn't get to it. I don't know. I can't control nothing. The robots are at it. Allie's a robot. Weasel, one tip for A+ content. Don't use the brand logo module as it's too small. Use the single image and leave the headline and content text fields blank. Yeah. If you use the brand logo module, it makes it very short at the top. So that is definitely a good point. What I would say was even better, it would be to take, let me see if anyone has it. I'll click on a random product. Would be to incorporate your logo into the main image and make it large. Something like this, right? Don't use that because what you're talking about, Weasel, is having the little logo up top. But yeah, I would say incorporate this into this and make one big image. And yeah, totally agree. I'm with you. I'm with you, my man. Michael says, hey, John, how's everything going? Everything is going grand, sir. Paula McMillan. Paula? That's you? But it says Michael. Paula's my friend from college. Wow. Boost Leaker says, Here we go. Boost leakers. Bum, 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 bum. And then we gotta get going soon, guys. We're at time. That's all I got for today. So let's see here. What do we got? Okay, we have 12 ounces of smoke machine fluid. Automotive smoke machine fluid. Why do I want this? What does this do? Pour, fully saturate the wick in heat. Recommended to minimize the excess of smoke fluid to pool. Yeah, I don't know what this is. So you have to tell me a little bit more about what it does and why. So again, I might be in the, let's take a look. Smoke fluid, automotive smoke fluid. Let's see. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. So smoke fluid, there's your, I'm gonna click on it. Just kidding, don't worry. So diagnostic smoke fluid detects leaks in minutes. Is that what you are? Smoke fluid for automotive smoke testing. Is that what you are? If that's what you are, then you need to talk about that, because I think this is the competition you're talking about, which is funny. Smoke machine fluid, right? So you need to talk about detect leaks in minutes, thick visible smoke. You know, if this is why your competition is doing better than you, they're cheaper and they're bigger. But talk about more. Oh no, they're not bigger. There's 8 fluid ounces. It just looks bigger because of the container, but you're bigger in a bottle, right? So you're a better value prop with this, but they're doing better with the keywords here. So, okay, they're showing me how it does this, made in the US, perfect to test all these different things. Yeah, great for this. This is okay, compatible with all this. This is great. This tells me everything, even if I don't know it. You don't tell me nothing. So if this is your competition, you need to emulate what they got going on over here so you can capture some of that market share back. They don't have any A+ content. I can go either way on that because their photo stack is good. Refilling your smoke machine before spending more on fluid. Yeah, so made and packaged in the US. Do you say made in the US in the front? You don't. So auto approved, you don't say made in the US. You need to say made in the US. You need to say made in the US in the title. So a lot of this really comes down to education in your photo stack here, but then also putting the relevant keywords in your title and then your bullet points, because you don't have that. So you may know what it does, but your competition doesn't, or the shoppers don't, right? And when you show 8 fluid ounces, brand X, try and grab this guy's bottle, because this just looks way bigger, and this is 8 fluid ounces. So grab his bottle and then blur it out and say brand X, because they're doing a great job showing what it does, detects leaks in minutes, made in the USA. So that's kind of what I would do. Does that make sense? Cool. Hi, good to be here. Please review the taste in the US market. Where are you? This is the last one I can do, guys, and then I gotta get out of here. I gotta skedaddle. All right, baby head protector. Baby Walker backpack head protection. What is it? What's head protection? Oh, so if baby falls. Well, then why don't you show that? Well, it's a kid product, but why don't you show that more clearly on this product, right? On the main hero image. So this is fantastic. But you need to have A+ content. You need to show the case more. So like, look, here's your competition. They're showing with a baby on it right here. And they're doing, what are they doing? You can tell me? 300 units a month. Because they're showing why it's important right for the main hero image, right? Dual purpose, great. They can cuddle up with it afterwards. They're showing the impact, when that kind of motion and the infographic there. This tells me a lot more than yours. So I would say you need to do that, right? You need to, not that smoke fluid. You need to do a better job at that, because this doesn't tell me anything. I didn't even know. I thought this was a small kind of toy, right? It's a 3-pack. It shouldn't be a 3-pack. It's just a blue astronaut. So just show them one product in it. Don't show multiple products, because then people are going to think it's a 3-pack. But if it is, it looks like it's just one product. So you need to showcase that better. Show a product. Take it. I would almost take this image and put this as your main hero image, right? Not the whole thing, just this one, right? Because that's what your competition's doing, and showing about head protection. And I would put, if you have retail packaging, which I can't tell because you don't have it here, but if you had retail packaging, I would put that behind it as well. But yeah, you have to showcase that. Get rid of the 3 pieces. Take this one, put this as a main hero image, and then show a box behind it with the product. But that's all I got, guys. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get rolling. I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm gonna take up too much time. Let me do my rundown. If I missed out on you, add me on LinkedIn. Come back next week. We'll chat. We'll do some more. This is fun. I miss you guys in ARL. We are my Amazon guy. We are my Amazon guy. We're my Amazon guy. Hold on. This is how I'm going to answer all the phones. Wait 1 second here. There we go. Like this with the little thing like this. I can't even put it on top. We are my Amazon guy. This is why they don't let me do more podcasts. I'm very unhinged. We're a full service Amazon agency. We take care of everything top to bottom for you guys. Brands manage 400 plus and counting. You could be one of them if you decide to hop on board. There's some people from our team, fantastic. We have our SOPs for sale. So if you don't need full service management, but you want to have a team in house that you want to give those Thanos level powers to, that's right, Thanos level. We have our SOPs for sale. They keep on growing. They used to be like 300, now they're like 450. It just keeps on growing up and up and up. But yeah, all that kind of good stuff. SOP written out. We have Mag School courses. We're hiring all the time. I'm hiring for my team. If you want to be in sales, come on down. If you want to do social media, come on down. If you want to do low code, no code, IT stuff, as I like to joke with our IT department, we got that too. You want to do some coaching calls? We got Jason over here. We've got Fran. We've got Thomas. We got the top guys. Oh, look, I'm over here. Wah, wah. I'm at the bottom. Why? I don't know. I'm the CTR guru, but I'm next to the big boss, so I can't complain. So we have case studies over here. You want to take a look at the good work and good results that we do. As always, guys, follow me on LinkedIn. I don't want you to see my messages. I'm not going to show you my messages on LinkedIn, but follow me on LinkedIn. Stop sharing my screen. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got. So we have multiple podcasts going on. I think I'm going to not sunset it, but the Amazon AI Hour. I'm going to keep that at once a month. I'll be back next week on ARL again. Maybe Joe Foreman will come in for a guest, but I'm going to keep the AI one for once a month, because AI, it's not a lot to talk about. We'll still do some AI stuff on here, but yeah, always we have our Tuesday PPC AMA. We have the Wednesday ARL. We have Friday AMA with Tom and Faith. Jason's doing some craziness on Saturdays. He's waking up early, 6 a.m. I don't know what he's doing. But yeah, guys, that's what we got going on. And if you have any questions, I don't know, follow one of the links I sent you. I don't know, do something here. So I'll see you next week. Keep on rocking, keep on rolling. Can I wear this backwards and not look hilarious? I look like I have like a salad bowl on my head. I gotta go do work. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.